Now, the most accurate weather team in Florida, ABC Action Weather.
Well, after a nice last couple of days, here we are, unfortunately, just in time for the weekend, have rain that's going to be moving in. I'm meteorologist Ivan Cabrera. Hope you enjoyed your Friday, because again, we are talking about cloud cover beginning to thicken up as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. But before we get to this rainy forecast, I want to talk about the tropics, because this week is the peak of hurricane season. And you know, because of El Nino, we've had limited coverage here, and that is certainly excellent news. But watch this now. This is the week we find the most tropical cyclones in the Atlantic Basin. We dipped through October. We had a bit of a bump once again through October, but generally the trend is going downward. And right now, not much out there that concerns us. We had Henri, which was a tropical storm here. That is now weakened. We have an area of disturbed weather across portions of the eastern Caribbean. That's bringing squally weather across the northern Antilles. Not expected to develop because there's wind shear out there, and it's just going to continue to diminish the system over the next couple of days. And then we're going to watch this wave that has come off of Africa. That has the potential to develop over the next few days, but no threats to us here across the Tampa Bay area, so we're in pretty decent shape. Our threat actually comes in the form of heavy rain that's going to be moving in tomorrow. What we have is a fall cold front that's moving in across the southeastern United States. This is going to cool off most of the southeast. The exception will be Florida here, because the front is going to stall to our north, so the cold air stays to our north. We are just going to be on the southern, moist, wet side of this thing, and we are talking about rainfall tallies by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday. A couple of inches not out of the question, so let's time it out. Here we are Saturday morning, and there you see the rainfall beginning to move in. Again, the front's to our north, so the winds are pumping all that moisture from the Gulf out of the south and west, and will continue to do so. And then this heavy push of rain begins to move in through the early afternoon, continuing into the evening, and then a break through the overnight hours, but it is not going to end on Sunday. We still have higher rain chances, higher than normal, certainly for this time of year, not our typical afternoon thunderstorms. We'll get back into that pattern into next week, but for this weekend, it looks wet indeed. As far as high temperatures, well, mid-80s, and that is because of the cloud cover and the rainfall. We've been in the low 90s over the last couple of days with limited storm coverage, but now look at this, low to mid 80s, so at least comfortable out there. The problem is we are getting the rainfall just in time for the weekend. Further south, actually temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. They'll be away from that front and away from the heavy showers and storms. For most of our area, we are talking about rainfall here. Boating forecast not looking good at all. Southwesterly winds at 10 knots. That's not the issue. Of course, we'll have the showers and storms, which will bring in some stronger winds and feet, 1 to 2 feet. We're talking about a light chop, but at times, again, it's going to get churned up here, so not a good boating day heading in through the day on Saturdays. Forecast as we head through tonight, increasing clouds thickening overnight. Overnight temperatures falling back to about 78. And then for Saturday, rain will be heavy at times with winds out of the west at 10. Gustier in the thunderstorms that will be embedded. We will have kind of a rain chill that moves in, and then within that, a few embedded thunderstorms that will give us some pretty good tropical downpours, I do think. So forecast over the next few days, Florida's most accurate 7-day here, mid-80s. We'll hold on to that through Saturday and Sunday. Rain chances, look at this, 80% down to 70% for the Bucks opener on Sunday. That still looks wet. And then we go back to where we were basically today. Rain chances going down to 30%. Some dry air moving in, and then typical afternoon showers and thunderstorms thereafter for the remainder of the work week, with high temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s.